Hey everybody, it's another week and time for your weekly tarot vibes, where we pull a few cards to see what energies may be in play for you in the week ahead. This is for the week of January 12th through the 18th. Bobo and I are going to dive in with the tarot to see what you need to know. So keep watching. So welcome to the channel, or welcome back. We are so stoked to see you here, aren't we, Bobo? So this reading is for all signs. It is time-stamped. Timestamps are in the description of the video and in the first pinned comment. Watch for whatever you would like to watch. It all helps with the YouTube algorithm. Your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, all of them, the whole video. We appreciate whatever portion you watch. Now, I am filming this on Sunday, January 12th. It is a full moon tomorrow on the 13th. I already filmed a video on that. You might want to check it out. It's on the channel. I'll leave it linked below if I can remember. And I'll also leave it linked at the very end of this video. Really, the intense energies that are happening with this full moon in Cancer, they will be, kind of rippling out, I think, over our upcoming week. But definitely go and check out that video. And of course, if you really want the deep dive scoop of 2025, check out my Perfect Timing horoscope book. It has everything that is going on in 2025's astrology. And it also has information for all of the signs, monthly breakdown of the energies. It's packed of information that is practical that you can use to perfect the timing, perfect timing in your life in 2025. Alright, Aries, let's see what you need to know. Quick insights for your week ahead, January 12th through the 18th. I hope that you've been resting, because that was the message that came out in your full moon video. Especially with your ruling planet retrograde conjunct the full moon. So definitely try to still take it easy this week if you can. So let's see what you need to know. Aries. Oh, we have the sun, beautiful. And the Eight of Pentacles. And the World, beautiful, beautiful. So you are focused on some beautiful creative energies this week. There could be some news that really perks you up with the sun and the world here. There could be some, important work news coming to you with the Eight of Coins showing up here, which is your Virgo energy 6th house. South Node has just entered Virgo. So a lot of the next year and a half is going to be about taking care of your well-being. Your physical well-being, your financial well-being, what you're doing for work, all of those things. But check out the year ahead book to get more info on that. But I feel like there is a lot of joyous focus in your world in the week ahead. Doing something that gives you great joy and pleasure. Maybe this has to do with your own creativity here with the sun and the Eight of Coins. You can see she's painting. But in the most mundane sense, which is what kind of these weekly readings are, it's just a quick look. There is some sort of beautiful happiness that you are focusing on creating in your world in the week ahead. Now, this could be because you are joyfully releasing something that you're finishing up, that you have been spending the last 8 weeks to 8 months working on. That's possible too. And you're bringing it to some sort of successful conclusion. Some of you may be regrouping on how you can, because your ruler's retrograde, Mars, right? How you can reconfigure something, how you can focus on it and kind of revamp it and make it more successful in some way. Whatever this is, whatever personal goal with your Leo 5th house creativity showing up here, whatever you're focusing your energy on could be a do-over, a redo to make something better in your world, to make it more successful in your world. And that includes you, to make yourself more successful in some way. Maybe with your job, maybe with your health, something you really want to prosper with. So I would say, we're coming off the energy of the full moon. So the new moon is really when we want to start things. So that's why I'm saying, and also with your ruling planet retrograde, this may be more of a a joyful regrouping of energy to make something better in your life. And that is what I would say to focus on this week. And it may have to do with the tools you need to do certain creative projects or do certain things with your job or your well-being. Maybe it's time to focus on some joyful health routines and bringing them back into your life in some way. So all of these are on the table, but remember, these are possibilities. There could be some really nice news that's also possible with these energies. And this could be news that is very personal to you. It could be something with your well-being, your creative life. But there is joy in your world in some regard in the week ahead. And if there isn't joy, then it's time to focus on creating some joy in your world. All right, Taurus, let's get a vibe for you. January 12th through the 18th, what you need to know about your week ahead. Quick insights. What is the tarot advising? Taurus. Quick peek into the energies for the week ahead. We have the Ten of Coins. And we have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Magician. Okay, so you're probably going to be focusing in on dealing with some sort of long-term financial situations with the Ten of Coins here. The Eight of Swords is suggesting that you're looking for a solution. You can see in this card, like the lid is starting to come off the cage here. And this is our Eight of Swords energy. So you're starting to open up your mind to new possibilities this week, or I would encourage you, that's what the tarot is encouraging you to do, to open up your mind to new possibilities of what is a possible perhaps for you with your finances, maybe opening up your mind to possibilities of change in terms of where you're living, how you're living, who you're living with. Again, if this applies to you, right? If you're contemplating different things, like maybe the solution to a money issue is to see the situation in a different way. Maybe there's a move involved, or maybe there's some other type of investment of time, money, or energy you need to make to change the situation. The power lies within you. Here is the beautiful Magician energy. And this one, I love this card. This is the goose that laid the golden egg and Jack and the Beanstalk. So I think this week you could maybe have some sort of epiphany or insight into how to change your own mindset and open up your mind to new possibilities of what you can do, changes you can make. It's under your energy, the Magician here, to create more prosperity in your life, more long-term financial prosperity, solve a money issue, whatever the case may be with the Ten of Coins. And Ten of Coins also relates to real estate. So it can be something like that. But it doesn't mean these things are going to change overnight in 1 week, but it just means that perhaps you're going to open up your mind to other perspectives, other possibilities with this, and realize that, okay, you know what? I got to call my power back to myself. I got to re-empower myself here with the Magician and start, figuring out what I can do. It is within my power to make changes. Of course it is. Of course. So I think that's what I'm feeling. I think you're maybe tired of feeling a little mentally stuck about this. And you're like, what reasonably can I do to manifest, what I want in my life? Whatever my long-term security looks like for me. What would that look like? How can I empower myself and take charge of the situation and get out of this mental rut that maybe I've been in to create some sort of manifested change? Maybe give yourself a deadline by your birthday. All right, Gemini, let's see what you need to know. January 12th through the 18th. Energy vibes. What is the tarot advising you? Geminis. Let us see. I have so much cat hair up my nose. The cat's he's very fuzzy, despite all my brushings. All right, we have the Page of Cups. We have the Eight of Wands. And we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, I think there could be some sort of unexpected invitation for you in the week ahead. Possibly coming from a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. we have maybe some, I'm just getting a feeling of like invitations, proposals, possibilities, perhaps a little shopping trip or something like that with this Eight of Wands and this Queen of Wands. But you probably are going to go with a Queen of Wands, or you're going to go meet a Queen of Wands. But I mean, this could equally be something where you are maybe going to plant some creative seeds. She's very creative energy, and with the sunflower here, and with this Eight of Wands, which is all about the possibilities, you know, setting things in motion. And this is very creative energy with the Page of Cups. So you may this week decide to start investigating and setting a few things in motion in your personal life, you know, things that you're wanting to explore, different ways you want to put your energy out into the world, different things you want to do for yourself, you know, whatever the case may be. But I think you're opening yourself up to exploration and possibilities. This can be, though, something as mundane as I'm taking a trip to go see this Queen of Wands. And it's a surprise. It's kind of spur of the moment, unexpected. And maybe it's coming more toward the weekend, that type of thing. But also, I mean, there's a lot of energy here of creativity as well with the Page of Cups and the Eight of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So it could be, too, you surprise yourself by actually doing it and signing up for some sort of class or something you've been wanting to invest your energy into. This Leo is your third house, so it could have something to do with, you know, handicrafts or writing or dance class, or, you know, something you do in a community of people, which is also indicated by this Eight of Wands. There's maybe more people gathered around you. You know, looking at it as a fun kind of transformative experience. You're just doing it for fun. So what this is saying to me is explore some avenues this week, you know, and you don't have to commit to anything just yet, but explore the different possibilities of, you know, something that really gets your juices flowing, the Wands energy that gets you fired up, passionate, excited, and maybe even surprises you in some way. And that's going to mean different things to different people, but something that just you're doing for you for fun, I think, is important. All right, Cancer. So how are you guys feeling? It's your big full moon. Of course, check out that video if you haven't already seen it. Big full moon for y'all. Let's see what you need to know for the week after your huge full moon, conjunct Mars retrograde in your sign. Let us see, Cancers. We have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Devil. Wow. Okay. So, as my mother would say, my dearly departed mother, you're getting your butt in gear. Of course, she would have used a different word. Getting your ass. Get your ass in gear. You're getting your ass in gear to finish something up in your life. Like, I think this full moon, look how we have the fire around, this circle of fire here with this Knight of Wands. And of course, Mars is ruled Aries, ruled fire. You got to conjunct your full moon. So I think that you have this fiery impetus, impulse, directive, because it's the Wands. See, it's an action oriented to shift something in your life. Ten of Wands and Devil that has been hanging around. Now, maybe you're doing this at the full moon. It's possible you've already done this. So it could be that you are going to make the plan and continue moving forward in the week ahead and make sure all the loose ends are tied up and that you don't get sucked back into, see all the webs here, back into some sort of situation that you just did break yourself free from. So even if it's something as mundane, right, as basic as I finally cleared the clutter out of my closet. I finally did it. I got rid of all the old clothes that I don't need anymore. Because remember, the full moon's in your first house of identity. I got rid of all the junk in the house, all the clothes that don't fit me anymore, or they just don't represent who I want to be next, who I'm becoming. All right. Then, if you did all that already, don't then start going through the bags that you set aside for the charity shop and start taking things out again and putting them back in your closet. Okay, that's a very mundane, basic example, but it's a metaphor. Once you shift something, truly let it go. This is the thing, but that's the thing. This week there may be something that's you're second guessing yourself and kind of like sucking yourself back into something. I think there's something long overdue here, and your personal full moon helps you release all sorts of stuff. And you did start the process, but notice the guy is only halfway through the Ring of Fire. So there may be something else that you're going to continue on with this week to complete the full release of what your personal full moon was calling you to let go of. All right, Leos, let's see what you need to know. January 12th through the 18th. Week ahead. Insights, advice from the tarot, energies. A quick hit, a quick peek to your week ahead. Let us see, Leos. Well, we got a Pluto. Okay. And we have the 7 of Cups. And we have a 10 of Coins. Okay. All right. I think what this is saying to me is in the week ahead, you're going to have a realization with this Death and 7 of Cups that whatever you're striving for in the long term, in the long run, 10 of Coins, with your finances, where you're living, how you're living, who you're living with, your financial security, investments, real estate matters, all the things, just your family's stability. That is the 10 of Coins. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever you want to accomplish, something has to shift. So I think this week you're going to be concocting some sort of new plan with the Death. You're realizing that something ain't working. It's just not happening. So with the 7 of Cups here, you're going to be regrouping on which dream, which star, which course of action, which emotional alignment you got to get into is going to bring the wish for this to fruition, the 10 of Coins. So I think you really want to look at your own motivations. Because it's interesting here in this particular deck, how her ribcage is exposed. Like she's exposed here. So, but there's flowers growing out of her too, which does suggest, that in every end there is a beginning. So, and with the Pluto, the Death card can signal that what we continue to do isn't going to bring the results. We have to make a clean break. We have to do something radically different. There's no going back. So you may have that realization this week. You may be regrouping on your dreams and what you want and how you're going to get there. And, some sort of realignment, which really fits in also with the full moon happening in your 12th house of the subconscious. So that's what I feel. You may be reaching toward a new dream to end up with this, situation in your life. That is what I am feeling. It's possible for some of you, if you've already done this, if you've already made a significant change in your life, maybe in Scorpio season, going back to November, to follow your dream in some other location, perhaps, or in some other way, your financial dreams, like maybe you did take a chance and get a different job, or you moved to a different state or whatever. You could maybe see some news this week that you are on the right track, that something starts falling into place for you. So either you're going to make a decision this week to change something to get this, or if you've already done that, you could see some progress. All right, Virgo, let's check in with your vibes for the week of January 12th through the 18th. What do the Virgos need to know? Virgo, let us see what the tarot would like you to know. We have a Page of Swords, and we have a Star. And we have an 8 of Cups. Okay. So this week, you may be making some sort of important decision or doing some research about healing something in your life through letting it go and moving on. Okay, with this 8 of Cups showing up here. And of course, we have the beautiful star card in the middle here. We have the Wish over here. And of course, the Aquarius energy is your 6th house of work and well-being. So, if if you want to feel better in your life, if we're just concentrated on your well-being here, your emotional well-being, mental well-being, spiritual well-being, then it's time to make a wish for that from practical knowledge and experience, maybe through some sort of information you've read in various books that inspire us to change our life, that type of thing. But the Eight of Cups is here. So that is about emotional release and moving on, because you're choosing your well-being, the Star card, above all else. And it's very interesting. This is dovetailing with what I said to you in your full moon in Cancer video. So, and the South Node has just entered your sign as of January 11th, which is yesterday. I'm filming this on the 12th. So, this next year and a half for you is going to be about recentering, recalibrating, readjusting. You're going to have several Eight of Cups moments over the next year and a half where you are recognizing things that are not working for you, that aren't aligned for you, that don't lift you up in spirit or emotionally or whatever, the star, that really are not part of your forward destiny, which is the Star card for me. So, this may be the first step, and here's the page, right? The first step in wrapping your head around the significance of realigning your life in ways that are more supportive of your well-being, which includes our relationships, our investments of time, money, energy. I mean, all the things. So I think this is significant for you. There may be some stuff you're realizing on the tails of this full moon that you start implementing, which is also right in time with the South Node entering your sign. If you want to learn more about that, get my year ahead astrology book. All right, Libras, let's see what you need to know for your week ahead, January 12th through the 18th. Let us see. Quick hit, quick insight, coming down off that full moon in Cancer in your 10th house. Let's see. Libras. We have a Two of Coins. And we have the Lovers. And we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, interesting. So you got some options here with the Two of Coins and this Lovers. The Knight of Cups suggests by the end of the week, you're probably going to choose. You're going to choose an option here. We have the Gemini energy showing up here with the Lovers. This is the bluebird of happiness. So this could be a choice to pursue your own happiness in some way. It doesn't have to be a love relationship, but this is your 9th house of the big picture perspective of your life, like kind of where you see yourself going. Bilbo sees himself going on back of the thing over here. Look at him creeping around. Look at him over there. But the Two of Coins is definitely like trying to maintain your balance. Classic Libra theme. And also evaluating some choices. So, and Gemini energy here, this Lovers can be choices too. But I think there's something here about you choosing your own happiness in some regard. Libra, you have such a kind energy. You don't like to say no to people. And sometimes that's to your own detriment, because let's face it. I mean, anybody can be a people pleaser, but often Libra or Libra placements usually have some of that energy they have to reckon with. So this can be that you've been kind of going back and forth, I really don't want to do this, but then they'll be disappointed if I don't do it and blah, 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 back and forth. And it could be that this week you decide to choose your happiness with this Knight of Cups. And that's maybe an important moment for you to recognize that you're doing that. You're aligning with your own energy, at least for this particular situation, rather than thinking of the other person first and what they need. So I think you'll find the way, Knight of Cups, to honor your own heart. And you can see she has a heart there. But also, you're very cordial, but do it in a way that's polite to the other person. And it can be, too, that you're just like, I can't do it this week. Or can we reschedule? Or, something like that. You'll find the way to smooth the situation. But I think this is very important here, to choose your happiness and put that at the top priority this week with somebody who's maybe trying to get you to invest your energy into their scenario or their situation or, their agenda. All right, Scorpios, let's see what you need to know January 12th through the 18th. Bobo is assisting. See what you need to know. Bobo, what do the Scorpios need to know? He looks all sleepy. All right, let's see. Let's see what you got going on, Scorpio. We have the Seven of Cups. What do they have, Bobo? They have the Seven of Swords. Uh-oh. And there's a Two of Cups. Okay, interesting. All right, so we'll read this a couple of different ways. We got double sevens here, so this could be something to do with the relationships, if we think 7th house. And we have the Two of Cups, which is showing up here. And I love this deck so much. It's such a great card deck. This, to me, always looks like Gemini. It could be soulmate energy, of course, but it could be somebody who has two faces. So they could come across as all Seven of Cupsy, like butter wouldn't melt. They're all like kind of, oh, sweet and nice and dreamy and kind and sensitive. But really behind that surface is this Seven of Swords snake energy. It's very interesting. We are going to be entering the year of the snake in Chinese New Year, which is coming up at the end of the month. Would you like me to do a video about Chinese New Year? I'm probably going to do one anyway, even if you say no. But so I think this is interesting. So who is who and what is what going on here? Is this the same person? Like, do they have both sides to them? They have this like fairy quality with a little fairy with the magic wand reaching to the star, but they also have this grasping, clutching, snaky energy here where they think of themselves, so that's the first way I'm reading this. I don't think this is your energy. I think this is somebody you're dealing with. Seven of Swords and Seven of Cups. It's the seven, again, partnership energy. So you may get a sense like maybe they've only revealed this side to them so far. Maybe you're going to see this side come out this week. Maybe it came out at this full moon in Cancer. So you could have a realization this week that maybe you're dealing with somebody who really has some sort of hidden side you haven't seen yet, and it comes out. What you do with that is, up to you. That is what I feel here. But the other possibility too, I like to try to come up with a couple different scenarios, is it could be too that you are reaching for a new dream this week. Like you're setting your intentions. You know what? This is the next thing I really want to create. Maybe you're doing your vision board this week. Although I suggest you do your vision board with the new moon in Aquarius coming up at the end of the month. But, maybe you're just aligning your energy of this is my next goal. I would keep that very close. Notice she has her egg she's clutching her egg. So she's holding her new idea close to her. So I don't think this is time, even if somebody is close to you, maybe it's advisable just to keep something to yourself right now. That is what I feel. Even if somebody looks like they're supportive, let's wait and see. Let your idea have time. Let your dream have time to develop. Nurture its energy. Keep that energy close to you before you start telling somebody. That is what I feel. Some of you could be possibly, early days. Maybe if this applies to you, starting a new relationship, possibly in secret or on the down low, or in the sense of I'm not broadcasting it to all my friends. Because I want to see how this is going to play out. I mean, Scorpio energy normally plays everything close to the vest, close to the chest. You keep it to yourself, a lot of stuff. But with this Two of Cups, if you are starting, this is secret, starting some sort of secret fantasy land, love affair or something, wait to see how that plays out. Just see. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like this double combo here. In whatever's going on in your life. I don't like the Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords, because that to me suggests somebody who is not you, but somebody you're dealing with is delusional at the very least, and very, cunning and manipulative, and possibly some sort of, what's the word? not psychotic, but but sociopath. There we go. Kind of the same thing, but they're not. Okay, but somebody who's very Machiavellian, right? Who manipulates through, oh, they look like they're mirroring you, right? This can be a mirror energy. So with this, if somebody's excessively mirroring, try to enunciate better. If they're mirroring you and you just met them, and if this is even if it's love or business, doesn't matter. Be very wary of that. If your spidey senses are going off, which I'm sure they will because you got them, just really trust that. There's something or someone in your life, I think, is not as all that as they appear. And there could be something a little disturbing with the 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups combo behind the face that they are presenting to you. And the mirroring stuff is a classic technique that narcissists use when they first meet you. So they artificially create this kind of love connection because they love the same things you do. And, oh, yes, I've been there too. And maybe they never went there, right? Like, oh, yes, I went to Paris several times just like you did. And I loved blah, blah, blah. They're full of bullshit, like they're just saying those things to make you feel like you have this super deep connection. But it's manipulative. So there could be something like that maybe percolating in your world. Just be on the radar for that. But at the very least, if you are doing something new in your life, keep it to yourself this week. I wouldn't even tell my best friend. You could tell the cat. They're not going to say anything. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what you need to know for your week ahead, January 12th through the 18th. Saggies coming down off that full moon in Cancer. Let us see. We have an Ace of Pentacles, and we have a 6 of Pentacles, and we have a 9 of Wands. All right. You would just like to focus on your own things this week, Ace of Coins. Like you just want to focus on something you've probably already started, some seed you've already planted, something is starting to percolate in your world. And you could see the lady sitting there looking at you. You just want to focus on that and do your thing. However, the world is calling to you. The 6 of Coins is here. There are duties and obligations to other people. 6 of Coins or 6 of Pentacles that is here. And then we have the 9 of Wands. So you want to focus on your own agendas, but there's, whether this is business or personal, there's somebody in your world. This could be a demanding boss. This could be a demanding roommate, partner. This 9 of Wands, you can see she has been down this road before. Her shirt is stitched up from the thorns on the rose, have pricked her many times. So you have other things you need to attend to, but there could be something here of, again, the balance. The 6 of Coins is about the balance and the investment of your time and energy. Do not forget about yourself this week and the things that you still want to accomplish, because balance is key. When we give too much energy to somebody else, when it's unequal, right? So there's a hierarchy here. It's unequal. She's here, she's down there. She's getting her tea first, but she's still sitting here like, where's my tea, dude? Right? And here you are, like running yourself ragged because you're making the tea and baking the cookies for everybody else. But meanwhile, you want to focus in on the garden that you planted and doing your own thing over here. So the balance, there's something here you probably can't necessarily get away from this. Because again, it could be work related, or it's somebody in your world you can't easily escape from, like a roommate or a partner. But that doesn't mean that you have to give up time to yourself. So this to me suggests a replenishing time for yourself is what you need. 9 of Wands. In order for you to continue to show up and deal with whatever you have to deal with the 6 of Coins. So that is what I would say. Definitely try to take a break this week. Get some rest with this 9 of Wands here. I mean, you're hanging in there, but again, we're coming down off a full moon. Full moon was in your 8th house, which is, kind of a heavy house. So, There's something here about putting yourself first with the nurturing. At least you're self-nurturing. This other person may not be capable of nurturing you, you know, or they don't, not that they're not capable or they don't want to, or they don't have to because they're your boss. That's not their job, right? Their job is to demand that you know, pour the tea. Metaphors here. All right. So that's what I would say. So pace yourself, carve out a little time for yourself in the week ahead. And just, you know, and try not to, you know, this to me with this deck, with this 9 of Wands is like a repetitive situation because she has so many rips in her shirt. So this may be a pattern that keeps happening. So there may be something to look at there as well with, again, how you're going to invest more of your energy, invest the pentacles into yourself, and maybe break that pattern. Doesn't have to be broken this week, but again, it may be brought to your attention that, yeah, this is a pattern that keeps happening. How do I start getting myself out of this? All right, Capricorn, let's see what you need to know for your week ahead, January 12th through the 18th. Cappies. Being very serious. 5 of Cups. The 4 of Cups. What is going on here, Capricorn? And then the Sun. Okay. Thank God. All right. All right, here's the thing. So, you know, we're coming off this full moon early in the week, of course, and that's in your 7th house of other people. And Mars conjunct that full moon. So you're moving through an emotional catharsis, which is what I said in that reading too. So it's interesting. And shifting the energy. I think it's very possible by the end of the week, with the Sun card here, you're feeling 100% better. You are feeling transformed. You have your mojo back. You're feeling re-inspired. You're back to your usual Capricorn, like, let's go get himself. There could be some sort of, you know, it's the 4 of Cups here. There could be some sort of offer or change, or, you know, just you're putting something into an emotional perspective this week for yourself. You're going to look at the glass as half full rather than half empty. So that's what I feel, because of course this one, you know, there's somebody raining on her parade. This one, we have all the water and the sadness with the 5 of Cups. But, you know, again, is the glass half full or half empty? Are the waters receding or are they rising? I think with that emotional release at that full moon in Cancer, those waters should be going down. They should be receding. And whatever water or rain is left over is, again, up, you know, your own mindset about the situation. Because let's face it, things happen that are sad. It's not our fault. Things happen. You know, you lose your beloved cat, you know, my beloved Ariel, you know, have a death in the family, my dad, you know, whatever. Like, you know, something happens that causes sadness. It's an inevitable part of life. It's an unfortunate part of life. And then, you know, we work through the grieving process here, however long it takes. It's very individual to every person. Okay. But there could be some sort of break in the clouds, so to speak, you know, with the Sun coming out, or you reconnecting with some happiness this week. I hope this goes away totally for you. I hope so if you're feeling this way. But if you are going through some sort of grieving process, just, it's okay. It's going to take as long as it takes. But that's why I'm saying there could be this week some sort of break in the clouds, some sort of sunshine coming out in your life. There is, this deck is, I love this deck. So interesting. There is, of course, this little goose here. So there could be somebody, again, who's standing ready, who's got your back, okay, who wants to help and just be there with their presence. It doesn't mean they have to, you know, do anything else. They can't make you change your vibe. I mean, that's up to every individual person, but they could just be there as just their energy there for you can do wonders, right? To know that somebody's got our back, to know somebody cares. They can't always take away our pain. Of course not. But I do feel, again, this sun could be many different things. It could be some good news. It could be like, again, like something you helps put something into perspective for yourself. Maybe you decide to start doing something to get your creative energy back, just to kind of shift your mood a little bit. Whatever the case may be, the sun is what brings us pleasure. So there could be whatever brings you pleasure. You could decide, you know what, I'm going to go do. I'm going to go treat myself to some awesome Chinese food. That brings me a lot of pleasure. Okay. Whatever it might be. But, move through the process. You're moving through the process this week, coming off this emotional full moon in your 7th house of other people with a Mars retrograde on that full moon, which can be about, grief or unprocessed grief from long ago resurfacing. Be gentle with yourself. It's okay. But also allow the sun to peek through the clouds. All right, Aquarius, let's see what you need to know. January 12th through the 18th. Quick message from the tarot for your week ahead. Aquarius. We're coming down off that full moon in Cancer on Monday. Let's see what you need to know. 10 of Wands. And a Page of Cups. And a 3 of Coins. Okay. I think something is going to wrap up for you surprisingly well. I think whatever you're dealing with, 10 of Wands, whatever a current burden, whatever you're carrying that's too heavy, whatever is a pain in the you-know-where right now, there is a surprising solution here with this Page of Cups. It could be an offer from somebody near to you or something, an offer of assistance. It could be an offer from the universe. But there's a surprise, plan, twist, solution with the 3 of Coins here that, could solve this 10 of Wands scenario. Okay? May have something to do with your workplace because of the Pentacles that's showing up here. But that's what I'm feeling. Whatever you got going on, the universe is working a miracle. It may come more toward the end of the week. I'm trying to think. We have the Cancer, then we have Leo, then Virgo, Libra. Yeah, I don't think we get to Scorpio moon until like the beginning of next week. So I was thinking more when the moon's in water, it might be happening. But this could also be happening more towards as we approach the Venus-Saturn conjunction in Pisces, your 2nd house of money, which is on the 19th of January. And we were ending this forecast on the 18th, but sometimes things happen a day or two before. So Venus conjunct Saturn may be bringing, again, some sort of surprise commitment from somebody else who's going to step up, or a couple of people too, 3 of Coins here, who's going to step up and solve the problem. So it could be a team coming together. Could be your spirit team. Could be a literal team. I was reading some comments from the full moon video where some people were saying, I was talking about transportation issues in that video for Aquarius. So this is like the classic thing where this is the team of people who's going to fix your car. And there may be a surprising solution if you thought like, oh my God, it was going to take so much work and money to get it fixed. It may not. There could be another way they're doing it. It seems like you have a good team that's coming together to help you with some sort of alleviation of a problem that you might have felt was very heavy on you in some way. And like I said, it could be happening more towards the end of the week or even over the weekend. So there's a solution for something. This is what this is coming up. There is a solution. It has a little bit of a surprise twist to it. Perhaps some sort of a little bit of a divine intervention because of that Pisces energy with the Page of Cups. But let's see. And also make sure you're asking for the help. Right? That 3 of Coins, like asking the other people who could actually fix the problem. That, hey, I need you to look at this, or hey, I need you to do this or that, And Pisces, let's see what you need to know for your week ahead, January 12th through the 18th. Pisces. Coming down off that full moon in Cancer. Your week message, quick hit insight. Oh, the 7 of Swords has been coming out so much in the readings today. And the 10 of Cups. And the Page of Wands. Okay. All right, well, now remember, this is a general reading. Seven of Swords can be, of course, fibs. Somebody's being a Pinocchio. We have the Ten of Cups, which could be a family relationship, but of course it could be a relationship, a committed relationship you're involved in, or some artistic group you're involved in, or something like that. But, you know, there is a partnership energy here. And then we have the Page of Wands, which in this deck, you see he's got this magnifying glass. So he is looking a lot more closely. He looks like a little super sleuth here. Now, this could be somebody in your world. This could be your own relationship, your own romance, a creative partnership, a business partnership. The full moon in Cancer was in your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, and your children. This could have something to do with one of your kids. That's possible too. Or a grandkid, niece, nephew, something like that. Somebody may be saying they're happy and they're okay, but are they really? They might be telling a fib. It might be important for you to look deeper at what somebody is saying to you. Okay? Like me. Like, oh yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Now, we don't want to bug people. Of course, we don't badger them. Are you really still okay? Are you okay, really? Use your Piscean intuitive sense to dig beneath the surface, to look deeper. Page of Wands. And maybe actually, because Wands is action, so maybe actually go and visit them. Like if this is somebody on the phone and you're close to them or whatever, and they're like, yeah, I'm okay, whatever. And something's off about it because they're not telling you the truth. They're hiding something. Like maybe they really aren't okay. Maybe they just lost their job and they're not going to tell you. Or maybe their dog just died and they're not going to tell you. I mean, whatever. Like there's something here they're not telling you. Go and find out. But it's somebody who's close to you. We're not going to be, boundary busters and invasive people just in general. But I mean, if somebody's really close to you and you're sensing that something's off, I would go and investigate. Okay? I would go and investigate. That's what I feel. Now, the other possibility here is this your energy? Are you, because we got the cups here, like, are you really being honest with your own feelings about a relationship? I mean, and that could have been coming out with that full moon in Cancer, where you're rethinking Mars retrograde on the full moon, your actions, and are they aligned with this relationship? Okay. So it could be like that. It could be also if you're getting a weird feeling, Seven of Swords, about a romance. Maybe it just started, who knows, whatever. Just investigate. Again, we're not saying go through their phone or, invasive boundary busting behaviors, but just follow that a little bit. I mean, everybody's situation is different. Okay. I mean, it's general reading here on YouTube. But the point is, if something feels off to you, the Seven of Swords, this Page of Wands, especially if it's somebody who's very important in your world, don't let it slide. Okay? Just really go and see. That is my feeling. But also, be honest with yourself about a relationship. Like maybe this is about you looking deeper within yourself too. And is a relationship still aligned for you in some way, whether business or personal? So thank you so much for joining me for your quick hit tarot, your quick energies, energetic check-in, your vibes for the week ahead. Whatever label you would like to put on the reading is fine by me. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're looking forward to in the week ahead, how you plan on using the energies. How has the full moon in Cancer been for you? What's been revealed through the light of the very emotionally intense full moon? I would love to hear and check out that video if you haven't already done so. And if you want to, again, get an insight into the year ahead, check out my year ahead book, link in the description and in the first pinned comment. I'll be back soon again with some more videos, so stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell, all the things. Love you guys so much. Have a great week. Stella Wilde, signing out.